I'd just be like, now you wilding. Because it's one thing to go through abusive situations and you know, do things in silence or in private, but once you start bringing that to the open, now you really bugging the fuck out. Like now you really tripping. Now you really asking for it to be up. But I realize certain things shouldn't. Whenever somebody Googles my name, the same thing should be, oh Lord, here she go again. She about to get, like, no, that's not what my legacy is about. So I had to change my own narrative. And I honestly want better for myself, because I think the best years of my life, I haven't even lived yet. Like I'm literally, you know, I'm part of the 4.0 club, but I feel like I'm timeless and I'm priceless for the simple fact that I don't sound and I don't look all old and I don't look like what I've been through. So it's just like, why stop now? Keep going, sis. Keep going, sis. Don't let nothing stop your go or your glow.
So what about you was a person that protected everybody, went up for everybody, but not for Mo? Like, what made you protect other people more than yourself?
I think that's the way I was raised. I've seen my dad being a pastor, and I've seen my mom, you know, save people from losing their homes, helping people get cars, helping people get out of abusive relationships. Like, people used to come stay with us or live with us. A lot of my cousins were raised with us. I saw a lot of sheltering, nurturing, and help. But then if they needed something, everybody was so busy or booked, and you know, I can't really name anybody who really helped. So honestly, that's why I was like, I gotta be Lil Mo, because I want to make sure that my parents is always good. But my parents aren't those type of people that rely on Lil Mo to take care of them. Like, they good.
Yeah.
That's how their life is structured, and that's how they raised us, to be independent and to be self-sufficient and just to always trust God. So it's just like, I always saw my dad, like I've literally seen my dad do stuff for people, and then he'll ask them, hey, so can you just come to this, and next thing you know, they would quit the church, and I'd be like, okay, good luck with that, period.
Wow. So you saw that there wasn't a reciprocal thing going on when you're growing up.
But when you really want to be blessed, you really don't look for anything in return. You give from your heart, because if you give looking to get something in return, or you give like with a grudge, don't give. Because that, like, it's better to not give at all if you're gonna give with a grudge. Or like, well, when I'm gonna get this back? So if I do this, what's in it for me? That's why I'm still blessed to this day. Because even when I've done things and I had nothing, like, I wouldn't take money out the equation, because this industry, I had millions of dollars in the bank before I was 21. Take that out the equation. Put in the part where you're singing at everyone's events, you're showing up for everybody, you're featuring on everybody else's stuff, and then when you call to be like, hey, can I get an ad lib? All of a sudden they're not available, but you see them at everything else. You say, okay, but I don't get mad at that. I say, God, I see you working. I don't need them. I need you. That's
so
it.
What is filling Lil Mo's cup up first look like in this new chapter?
It looks like, honestly, the filling up of my own cup is just like, start putting yourself first in everything. One thing about me is I'll be like, okay, if I get invited to something, who else can I take with me? Because I always be thinking, no.
One fits everywhere, Mo.
Yeah.
One
like,
fits everywhere.
It's like, period. Even when it would carry on, stop taking so much. You can't check the other bags.
Yes. And I'm sure for 20 plus years, you've been so consistent with that. Sometimes people waiting for the ask before you ask.
Yeah. And trust me, it happens to this day. But at the same time, I've realized the word no, I used to didn't say it, but I'm using it very effectively, because I realized that a lot of people use you when they see you glowing, or when they see, oh, it looked like the light's about to be on over there, so now I'm gonna get with sis. Nah, sis been rocking. Sis just had to make some different moves. It's a whole different world out here. Outside ain't even all the way open back up, but when it do, it's going to be a whole different world. And if I was doing the same thing that I was before this pandemic, or before music and everything started to change, I wouldn't survive, because it is more to it than just being able to sing.